Oh dear. That's not a good sign, is it? Oh Jesus Christ, that bangs around a lot. That's not going to be any good, is it? No, that ain't going to work. I might have to put it there instead. Good grief, it's warm. Warm and a bit windy. Right, we need to go and get some petrol. Oh, going for the overtake. Controversial. Gorgeous day though, isn't it? Blue sky. All these fellows in black gear, black leathers, black jackets and all the rest of it. Gush, 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 they must be warm. I'm in predominantly light coloured leathers and I'm warm. Not leathers, sorry, textiles. And I'm warm, so goodness knows what they must be feeling. Goodness knows. Hopefully the microphone in the helmet will be slightly less scratchy this time round, because I've put a kind of cover over the mic there, which might protect it from like as a little pop shield, but I think the main issue is the fact that the little spiky chin keeps hitting it and it scratches, but we'll see. We'll see. Out of here and in there. Is he going? Is he pulling in? He's pulling in. Let's try here. Give it a bit of E10. As I sweat my nads off. Well, at least they don't ask you to take your helmet off, which is good. Well, this is going to be heavy. Number 7, please. Thank you. Feel like I've got diesel on my foot, or petrol or something. You know what, I'm going to move this camera. I'm not happy. Well, let's get a bit of air in. Jesus! Right, it's time for a jacket open. Just get a little bit of air in there. Cue a wasp flying straight in and stinging me tits. Clear that way, and we'll clear that way too. And here we are back in traffic. Used to be the railway line crossing over there, the Hull and Hornsey railway line. Must have been a heck of a sight, wasn't it? Steam trains rolling across the road. Amusingly, the station is scaleless. I'll try that again. It was called Scarler Station, despite the fact that Scarler is actually several miles further up the road. But that's how the railways went back then. They built a station on the line and then named it after the nearest village and hoped people would patronise it. Sometimes they did, sometimes they did not. VFR boys have a lot of fun. VFR boys have a lot of fun. But not today, cause they're on the road with lots of cars to get in the way. It is what it is. It's a bank holiday Monday. It's beautiful. Why wouldn't people be out? It's not my road, is it? I mean, it should be, but it's not. Right, let's have a little rest of the arm and the numb thumb. Hello Scarler, we meet again. No info about Scarler this time as we pass through, because we covered it the last time we passed through here. As we get past Leven, I may bring in some annotations at the bottom of the screen if I can think of anything interesting to say. There's no guarantee of that. Nah, we was trying to put some out there. Because not everybody's from around this region and they might find it interesting. Although I doubt it very much. All 20 people who watch my videos. You know, it's funny, I posted a video this morning, well this afternoon. It took from 5 PM last night until 2:30 in the morning for me to edit it. And then I had to render it this morning. So I don't know how many hours that is, because I don't do sums. That's not for me. And all of that for 20 people to watch it. But it is what it is. If those 20 people get some sort of pleasure from it, then brilliant. What is with all these speed signs just not existing? Right, get some air in the radiators, jet that temperature down. I want to see 85, please. Alright, so now we're on fresh roads. We're north of Leven stroke Bransberton. We've just missed all that out by the bypass. Now we're heading north towards Beeford. And I am hot. These bikes are really sort of at home on roads like this, big sweeping air roads. I mean, obviously there's cars, but I think it's 50 along here as well now. Speaking of the devil, yeah, 50. But yeah, it prefers these to the little Nadgery roads that the Duke used to really love. To Beeford Straight. I believe this is the longest straight in the area. Whilst I have highlighted other straights over the in the region, this one is the longest, I believe. And it was one place that the lad bikes, the big boys, used to be able to get them flat out. Not me though. Never really trusted the straight. There's a couple of turnings, plus it's not difficult to post a policeman at the end, is it, with a radar gun? Just say it's not easy, I say it's not hard, I don't know what I said. I'm overheated. I remember the weather forecast said, no, there's not going to be an heat wave. Not at all. It'll be warm, he said. Not an heat wave. Well, certainly feels heat wavy. I think a heat wave has to last more than a few days, doesn't it? I think that's its official definition. One day does not count. But it is warm. Bloody warm. Don't like to see it. On a day like today. I believe that the wind turbines that you're looking at here, or around this area here, are all based on the old RAF Lisset Air Force base. It was used as a satellite Air Force base during World War II, but then housed Halifax bombers with the duration. There is a rather lovely memorial to the downed airmen just on one of the little side roads. I won't go and visit it today just because it's probably a bit difficult to get the bike turned around, because it's an oil tanker. Lisset. There's some nice things about Lisset. There we go, look, 158 Squadron. Lest we forget. Oh, well actually I can just feel now the temperature changing. As we get a little bit closer to the coast, I think I can just feel a little bit of the sea air. Oh, that's pleasant. Just a chance that the road's 50 all the way now. And I know it's not just to do with safety, obviously safety is a big aspect to it, but I also think it's to do with net zero. Slower cars produce less pollution, which is fair enough. Bikes cause less pollution anyway. Oh, I used to love this corner. This really was a knee dragger all the way around. Oh look, Nationals. I am excited. Oh look, there's a cars in the opposite direction. Oh well. Right, I think I'm going to go into Brid. I'm going to stop, have a little vape, let the blood rush into my thumb and my fingers. Simpson bandit helmet. East Yorkshire was home to a number of different air bases during and after World War II. Obviously we just passed Lisset, but there was also Catfoss. There was one up in the Wolds whose name I can't remember, which, if I remember rightly, they built it and then realised, oh, it's thick fog every single day, so it never actually got used. And then a bit further on up here we of course have Carnaby, RAF Carnaby, which was a big emergency landing airfield with one of the longest runways, certainly in Britain, and at the time probably in Europe. It was extra wide, probably twice as wide as a normal runway, fully concreted, and it also had what was called FIDO, which was a fog dispersal system. Essentially it was large ditches that they could fill with flammable liquid, which then they would burn, and that would then clear the fog away on each side because of the heat. And yeah, it was used by probably a couple, 3,000 aircraft, something like that, during its lifetime for emergency landings. So it saved a number of lives. After the war, the military pulled out. For a while it was a racing circuit, as a lot of old World War II bases became. Snetterton's one, I think Thruxton. That's the wrong way, I might not be Thruxton. You know, there are other places that were once airfields that, because of the perimeter tracks that went all the way around, you have to just widen them and turn them into a track. Unfortunately, all that disappeared probably sometime in the late 80s, early 90s, and it became an industrial estate. At one time becoming the home of larder imports. Any given time there was about 50 bazillion larders there. All of them with the keys and doors unlocked, nobody was going to nick them, was they? Apart from taxi drivers, because so when I was a teenager, almost every taxi in Hull was a living ladder. Ah, trees. The shade of the trees. Right, I don't know if I'm going to get parked if I go into Bridlington, you know. I might skip it. And just head straight north. I mean west. Yeah, I'm going to skip it. Just because it's going to be nose to tail traffic. The bike's not going to enjoy that. I'm not going to enjoy it. For a few seconds I can hear the engine. Ah, how nice. Well, the worst part is I'm going to go inland now. So all this nice cool air is going to be behind me and I'm going to end up in sweaty air again. Damn it.